This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of Young Justice Phantoms, episode 24, Zenith and Abyss. I believe that is the correct pronunciation, but I'm just reading off the screen and giving my best pronunciation, so I have no idea if I'm right. But with this, we have another episode this week, and it has essentially two main storylines, with a third one that extremely easily ties into it. And before we get to that, I will confirm that tomorrow I'll have a review of the Stranger Things set. Although there might be a Demogorgon missing, it's my brother's, so I don't really know. I'm going to be taking a look at it in a minute after I record this video to record this. I will have a Clone Wars review. I'm going to be recording it today. And tomorrow I'm probably going to have the Kenobi review out later, because I'm going to be going on a 9-ish hour viewing streak of Kenobi and Stranger Things since it has 7 episodes dropping tomorrow. But now that I've just clarified a few things for the channel, I'm going to go straight into this. And this was a really interesting episode this week. It's been getting extremely intense as we've been moving closer and closer to the end. There are 2 episodes left, and with it, it is extremely obvious where this is going, since General Zod has now been released from the Phantom Zone with his wife and a few of his henchmen, and with this, a few other things will be happening in it that is pretty clear. We're going to see Superboy's mind restored, since he has been taken out of the fight because of the injuries he sustained in the Phantom Zone. And we will be seeing even more of the team fully coming together, besides Wally, who had a really cool cameo in this. And just to talk about one thing, there is a theory that Wally is in the Phantom Zone. And just to talk about it, I don't remember if I've talked about it before, but I do not think that is the case. And honestly, I am not expecting for it to be like that, because I think that he's either permanently dead, which is, I feel like, is most likely, but if he is not permanently dead, then I don't think he's going to be brought back like this, since we're not going to have 2 characters returning from the dead right now. I feel like that would feel extremely cheap, and with it, I think that Wally should remain dead, although I would love to see him back. It should be in some scenes like the one we had this week, because they should be bringing everyone back in this. And I think Wally's death either should stay, or if he does come back, it will take place far into the future. And to continue on with everything I really enjoyed, I think that it was extremely interesting to see everything going on. I really enjoyed the 2 main storylines, and the brief view we get of Lord Zod and the captive Legion of Superheroes was also interesting, since it sees how they were manipulating the situation and have just made things worse since Zod has been released and would have just been left on a planet with a red sun. And yeah, I think that it's a really interesting storyline. I think it was really well done. and I am so excited to see where this continues because I'm not sure how many of the Kryptonians will be released. I also think it is extremely tragic to see what happened to this young boy. I believe it was Danny Chase, and to see how he has been forced to become this creature and how his brain was removed from his body. And even though this has happened to other characters in the series, it was the supervillain, the brain only. And with him, we know this choice was a fully willing one of his. At least we assume that's what it is in the comics, or he did it to basically live forever, since he wouldn't need a body. And I am wondering, mainly in the scene, I was wondering if they were able to create a new body for him, since that it would be interesting. But yeah, one thing is you would definitely feel sorry for him in this because of all these horrible things that have happened to him. But yeah, I think this is extremely interesting and exciting. Looking at the other storylines, the one with the League, where we get to see a bunch of characters. It was extremely interesting because looking at them, we get to see McGann realizing that Connor is alive, and with this, it is her wanting to do whatever it takes to get him back, not knowing that the rest of the original team are going to get him. And I think it was still the right decision for them not to tell her, since it could be extremely bad if they are potentially wrong, since although they were a good friend of his, they weren't in as serious a relationship as McGann was with her being ready to marry Connor, and that was interesting. And with this, I really like that even though Zod was not released from the Phantom Zone, we already see how dangerous he is, and I like that. And just talking about this storyline with McGann and everything first, since I want to finish up on that before I go to the main storyline of this. I think that it was just really nice to see how she's willing to do anything, and how even young boy was able and willing to go and help out Superboy since these people were willing to help him. And this ultimate endgame storyline will be extremely interesting since we get to see how crazy things are. Looking at it, we are going to have obviously the original members of the team coming back together. And then after that, we are going to see that there are just so many other crazy things going on. We're going to be seeing at least Superman, Prince, I believe it was Gem, I think that was his name, and a few other members of the League, including Black Lightning, the Forager Green Lantern, and Orion. I think that was everyone that went to the planet, and with that, it is extremely interesting. And with it, I just cannot wait to see how this continues because I have really enjoyed this storyline so far. Yeah, I want to move on to the final part of the story, which is the main story, which is the rest of the team being in the Phantom Zone and seeing that Connor's mind has been broken. And although they do understand it, they have to fight off against Zod and his army of Kryptonians. And with this, I realized that they need to be smart about this, and if they make a mistake, it could be pretty costly since these people cannot escape the Phantom Zone because they realize the threat that they are. And I was wondering how they were going to go with this, if they were going to have the people in the Phantom Zone seem a lot more friendly and Connor was going to try to trick them. But still, I really enjoy this. I am so excited to see where this continues in the last 2 episodes. And the only thing that is making me not as excited for this right now is the fact that Kenobi and Stranger Things are both dropping episodes tomorrow. And I'm just far more excited to see, especially Kenobi, but also I'm extremely excited to see Stranger Things. I want to know what you think. And one thing I'm going to say is I will soon be streaming footage for Kenobi. I'm going to be putting it on private. But please don't try and join the stream because I don't want a little thing popping up. This is just going to be background footage because I'll be doing Kenobi in the recap and review style. So I'll be getting some screenshots as I talk about it. But I'm also going to want a little bit of footage when I'm just talking about my review since I need a little more time just to talk about that. So please, if that stream sometimes doesn't go private, which a few of my streams have done, I'm going to ask you please don't join on because I just want that for the footage. I think that I'm just really excited to be going over this. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll see you all in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.